voice student Felix Schwandtke is taking part in a one-of-a-kind research project at the Dresdner Hochschule für Musik. Helmut Zabel, a voice physiologist, wants to significantly improve voice training.
We should move away from exclusively empirical instruction and give pupils and teachers the opportunity to objectively depict certain areas of voice training. That's a lot easier to do if you can see precisely how the musculature was working when the sound wasn't so great.
The muscles used to breathe are an important basis for singing. To make the muscular activity visible, 3 breathing straps and 64 electrodes are placed on the subject. The actual sounds being produced are analyzed at the same time. Nora is one of the subjects of Helmut Zabel's research project. Like Felix Schwandtke, she's at the start of her voice training.
I think I'll learn good technique. They show us how to use our body as a whole. This process gives us a very good foundation to build on. It will allow me to be more successful later on in my career.
After all, peak performance is expected from singers and their voices. Like the high E, 3 lines above the staff, Blonde sings in the aria from Mozart's Abduction from the Seraglio. Zabel is investigating both novices and major opera stars. The comparison is intended to show which muscles must be trained to achieve high-quality sound. Another aim is to develop individual training methods.
At a time when we can no longer select talent by the thousand simply from the street, we have to train even the most modest of abilities. We have to work with them so consciously and efficiently that when we're done, we can say, here we have an outstanding choral singer, teacher or soloist.
It's also quite good to take a very sober scientific view of a discipline where a major portion of the training is seen very emotionally, and where imagination and perception play such a major role in tuition. It doesn't help anyone when someone says, raise your soft palate, if you can't envision it, and it doesn't make it sound nicer.
A direct view of the vocal cords and larynx can help. If something does go wrong, it's usually right here. Many international opera stars have come to rely on the Studio for Voice Research in Dresden. Zabel doesn't like to name names, but he will tell you Robbie Williams was there. And that it might be a good idea to commit the name Felix Schwandtke to memory.